How are you guys doing? This is Ryan. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, obviously, I want to talk about Roger Ver being arrested for alleged tax evasion from his expatriating from the United States back in 2014. If you don't know, Roger is a Citizen citizen now. He denounced his citizenship, it looks like, from the United States in 2014. And when you do this, you have to pay an exit tax, which this wasn't always the case. It just became such a lucrative market to tax people that they decided, if you're going to leave, you got to pay us tax. So Roger did, it appears, hire professionals to help him, denounce his citizenship in the United States and pay the taxes. And I've read through the documents, and it looks like they're trying to say that he held bitcoins in a corporation that may have been US based. Now, if I'm off on this, let me know in the comment section. And then sold those bitcoins in 2017, but they were still held by a US entity. So therefore, he should have paid like $50 million more. So this will all be played out in case. Roger is a professional business owner, investor, and left the United States probably because he didn't want to pay taxes, and he knew he had to pay taxes. I don't think he was trying to evade paying taxes. The way he wanted to evade paying taxes was by denouncing his citizenship. And he's always kind of, I've always appreciated, he said, I felt like it was the most American thing I could do was to, secede if I didn't believe. The early Americans seceded from America because they didn't agree with the 2% tax. And Roger paid millions of dollars to the United States government, and they're saying now that it's not enough. And what is fascinating is that they can only go back 10 years, so in 2014. So they got him just in the last hour. They're deciding to go after him. And I can't help to think, are they deciding? They've probably been building this case for a long time, but not sure if they actually had a case. And they figured after he wrote the book, Hijacking of Bitcoin, let's go after this guy, because you can make almost anyone a criminal, right? There's so many laws, there's so many ways things can be interpreted. I think the average American commits a few crimes a day, because there's so many laws, it's almost impossible. So if they want to make you a criminal, they can. And what's interesting, he got arrested in Spain, is where they also got John McAfee, and he died, and they said he suicided. He said he would never suicide himself. There's a chance they killed him there. So wishing Roger certainly well. Deeply saddened by it, because I don't think there's many people that have done a lot more for liberty than Roger. And the fact that he's being treated this way, you can audit someone, right? You can say, hey, we think you didn't do this correctly. Can you try again, right? So to arrest him and make all these heavy allegations is pretty aggressive. I'm curious as to what you guys think about this arrest, and how you feel, about your participation in crypto. Because I think, being in crypto, back then when he was, it was very Wild West, and now there's just been so many attacks, and whether it's the Samurai Wallet, whether it's who else got arrested the other day. They're trying to go after Kim.com. They're certainly going after people that are attracted to, essentially freedom. I'm gonna put this here. Essentially freedom. And I can't. I'm deeply saddened by it, because I don't know if hero is the right word, but I mean, Roger for me is the reason I got into Bitcoin, and because of how he explained what it can do for individual freedom. And also, Roger's a bit of a futurist as well. So Roger, always talks about growing the economy helps grow innovation, which helps extend life and potentially extend the light of consciousness, right? So I find that such an interesting topic, because the main goal of any species, a dog, a cat, a gorilla, an elephant, is to get their genes to the next generation and keep the light of consciousness going. Because from where we can see our place in the universe, consciousness is rare, at least from what we can see. So cryptocurrency is a useful tool to help the light of consciousness, and that's something very like out there, but it's very real. It's not just like getting into it to make money. It's a lot bigger than this, and that's what allowed people like Roger and a lot of the early guys to invest, because they believed in something. It wasn't because they were speculators. If they were speculators, they would have bought Bitcoin at $10 and sold it at $20 and be happy with that, right? So yeah, Roger, if you watch this, hopefully you're safe. You've had to fight through a lot. I feel like legally, and you've been incarcerated before. Unfortunately, this better world we're trying to build, some people will get taken down. Bitcoin is a resistant tool, but they can come after the people. So it takes brave people to do the things that they do out there, and hats off to those people. I got a picture of Ross Ulbricht in the back. Free Ross, free Roger. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you know any more about the case and want to stay up to date with it, I'll provide some updates here. I'm going to Slovenia for the Bitcoin Cash upgrade next month. I was hoping to see Roger there. I'm going to see some other people from Bitcoin.com and one of his companies. And yeah, just feeling a little down about it. Wanted to hop in and say hello and wish the community well. I know even people that don't like some things about Roger really do respect the work he's done, and it's been nice to see some people that maybe disagree with him showing support, because this is an obvious abuse of power, and yeah, it's not good. But be safe. Be safe from your governments. They do have a lot of power. When I file my taxes, like I probably overpay because I'm so nervous. Like, hey, they're gonna think I'm doing something wrong, and it's not the way it should be. We can do better than this, but that's where we're at today. We gotta take small bites to get there. See you in my next one, guys.